Hey, hey, hey! How's everybody doing out there? My name is Charles Ivory, and welcome to this lifestyle and legacy conversation we're about to have. See, I'm a part of this group called the Extra Digit Movement, and what a great time to have this conversation. It's election day, right? And no matter who you voted for or what the outcome of the election was for you, hey, most Americans were dealing with the same problem, and that was the economy, money. So, why are we here today? We're here to talk about money. So, before we get into this conversation, hey, put your name and city in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. Reach out to some of your family and friends and let them know that this is the place you want to be here today, because what we're going to talk about today is the simple concept of becoming wealthy. All right. So go ahead on and put your name, your city, where you from. I see we got Daryl Banks. All right. Welcome, Daryl. Kira. Okay. Um, Mr. Borden. Okay, we got Alabama in the house. We got Georgia in the house. Kentucky. All right, Christy. All right, who else we got? Monique. How you doing, Monique? Hey, get everybody that you can, because this is the place you want to be. I promise you. And I'm not alone here today. I got two beautiful young ladies who is going to help me out and explain this simple concept that we have to wealth with me. I can't wait to bring them up. I'm really excited. I'm really excited today. And I know a lot of people are excited and some people are upset by the outcome of the election. But let me talk about your economy, because that's the only thing that matters is your economy. We want to get money out the way. Just think about what your lifestyle would be if you didn't have to worry about money. All right. Money is a subject that a lot of people don't want to talk about. We don't teach this stuff in school, but here with the Extra Digit Movement and this lifestyle and legacy conversation that we're about to have, we're about to expose some secrets that wealthy people use. And you're going to have to make a shift, and we're going to ask you to make a shift. All right. So, who else we got in here? We got Anthony McCoy. Welcome. All right, Georgia is thick in the house today. Miss Gwendolyn Dawson, how you doing? Yes, I'm excited. Okay, so because I got some other people with me, I don't want to make sure that I want to make sure that they have enough time to speak with you. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get started, right? But I want to start off by saying this. Most Americans are struggling financially is because there are four roadblocks that's stopping you from becoming wealthy. Four. You may not know what they are, and I'm going to explain those roadblocks to you. And then once you understand what's stopping you from becoming wealthy in America is really simple. Now I want you to write that down. Simple. S-I-M-P-L-E. Right? And we got this simple concept to wealth. But before we get into that, the problem is this. There are private information that some people are getting, and then there's public information that everybody getting. And see, wealthy people have that private information. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about that private information, right? And the roadblocks that are stopping you is really simple. Most people don't realize it, but you got taxes, you got debt, you got big business, and you got inflation. So let's start off with our number one roadblock, which is taxes. Taxes is taking 1/3 of your income. That's why we call it the chainsaw massacre, right? Because if you have a job, do you know that your job pays you a certain amount of money, but you don't bring that money home? It's called the net. Why? Because there are four thieves on your paycheck that are robbing you from your wealth. You got federal taxes, state taxes, FICA taxes, and Social Security, right? So the government got their hands in your pocket before your money even hits your bank account. And guess what? When your money do hit the bank account, every time you take it out, you go to the store, you're going to end up paying sales taxes. You want to buy a house, you're going to pay property taxes, get a car ad valorem taxes, there's city taxes, county taxes, there's inheritance taxes, capital gain taxes. I mean, there's like 97 different types of taxes that we face throughout the year. 97, believe it or not. It's taking 1/3 of your income. Now, 1/3 of anything missing from your paycheck, that's a lot of money. That's like working from January to April just for the government. Now, the second thing that's robbing you of your wealth is taking the second 1/3 of your income, right? Is debt. We like to call that the family curse because it's passed down from generation to generation. Now, why are we going into debt? Well, taxes got a lot to do with it because the government is hitting you at the top of your paycheck, then the banks hit you at the bottom. See, if you want the finer things in life, you want to have that dream home, you go out and take a home loan, right? If you want that nice car, you go get you a car loan. If you want to be educated in America, you go take out student loans. See, every time you go take out a loan, hey, you being cursed with this thing called interest, right? Now write this down. Interest is the price you have to pay to have the right to own something in advance that you really can't afford. Yes, I said it. I'll say it again. Write it down. Interest is the price you pay to have the right to own something in advance that you really can't afford. Right? So Americans are buried in the debt. And then we got big business out there that's trying to take the final 1/3 of your income out your pocket. Now you lost 1/3 to taxes, you lost 1/3 to debt, and now you lose the final 1/3 to big business. Now, big business is big business for a reason. And they use different types of tactics to get your money out of your pockets. Like when you go to the mall, you ever smell the candy, the pretzels and stuff, makes you hungry. They got the music playing. You know, when you're watching TV, they got certain actors and different things to try to get you to buy things. See, big business makes your wants feel like your needs. Like you got a 65-inch TV, but you know, they got that 85 out there. You just have to have it. See, I don't know what series of iPhone that we're on right now, but I'm pretty sure the previous iPhone that you had, you didn't even use all the features in that, but you just had to have the new one, right? See, big business makes your wants feel like needs. And see, it's all about capitalism. But there's nothing wrong with capitalism. But I want you to understand this. If you don't understand capitalism, everybody that do will capitalize off of you. And 'tis the season, right? We're in November. See, we're in that last quarter of the year. See, we just got through with Halloween. I had people in my neighborhood with 12 and 18-foot statues in their yard that spends hundreds of dollars just decorating for Halloween, right? Now that we in November, we finna go through Thanksgiving, but we got Brown Thursday, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, leading up for Christmas. That's big business. Now, if that's not enough, we still have to tackle inflation, which we like to call the silent income killer. Why? Because everything is going up. See, inflation is the cost of goods and services going up, but your paycheck stays the same. See, so if gas is up, groceries up, daycare is up, but your paycheck it stays the same, then that means your dollar is losing value. And that's the problem that most people are dealing with in America. Now, we ain't all about the problem. We're here to talk about the solution. And I told you that we have a simple solution to wealth, right? Now it's time to get into that private information. And see, we got a team of experts that's going to help you with this. We got a team of experts that's going to show you and help you shift your money back from the entities that's taking it away from you. When we already went over that, taxes, debt, big business, and inflation. Then we're going to show you how to increase your money. See, we need to have more of it. Why? We need to know how to multiply the money. And then we're going to protect it and we're going to leverage it. And when I say leverage everything, we're going to leverage everything. So that's the concept, ladies and gentlemen. Simple, right? S-I-M-P-L-E, leverage everything. Just like my good friend Marcella and Anita Patton. See, Marcella leveraged her membership this concept to build her beautiful dream home. Miss Patton leveraged this concept, this membership to move out into a bigger home. See, we got people like Don and Ruthie Rodriguez who leverage everything. Once they got the simple concept down, they were out able to purchase land in Cabo St. Lucas and got 10 acres out there in Puerto Rico. See, our experts help them eliminate over $85,000 worth of debt and then reduce their taxes almost by $1,000 per month. Credit scores went up. This is what our experts do. This is what they do for you, right? Now, the first thing we got to do when it comes to shifting, the first thing we have to shift is our mindset, right? Remember, wealth was not taught in school. Wealth is actually passed down. See, we're changing the conversation at the dinner table. So the first thing you got to do is shift your mindset. Then you got to stop giving away your money. See, you giving away your money to all those different entities, right? In the average about $300 to $800 per month. See, most people in America work a job, and there's nothing wrong with a job. Be grateful for the job. Just don't be satisfied with it, right? But see, while you're working that job, do you know that you're taxed the highest? You're taxed between 28 to 33%, while the wealthy people are making their money with money and they're taxed less, within 15%, right? We need to make the shift. Now, here's the shift. There's a way that we can level the playing field. We're going to show you how to level the playing field by using something that you already have. See, like if you got a roof over your head, whether you own a house or you rent an apartment, you have everything you need. And see, what you don't have, which we're here to provide for you today, is a way out. And that's through a home-based business. See, the home-based business kind of levels the playing field. Because, see, like I said, if you are working a W-2, you're taxed at the beginning. Remember, the government got their hands in your pocket before your money hit the bank. But if you have a home-based business, do you know that you're allowed to make your money, spend your money, but you pay the taxes on what's left of your money? Yeah, I said it. You pay what's left, right, of your money. So it reduces your taxes, right? And so the ultimate goal is to get to the far right side, right? Because once we start getting that money in, we can start doing some good things with it, like investing. See, this is when you start making your money make money for you. And see, money is a tool. And it's a tool that needs to be used to make more money. See, money making money is taxed less than labor making money. See, once you start investing and your money start making money, see, now you up in the big league, getting your turn at bat. As long as we here, you and me, baby, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? See, we're moving on up. We're moving on up. Now, I do have somebody that I want to bring to the table, Miss Deborah, if Miss Deborah could come up. Hey, Miss
Hi,
Deborah.
Charles. How are you?
Hey, better than amazing. How you feeling?
Oh, great. Excellent. Excellent.
Hey,
Excited because my life has changed for the better.
your life has changed for the better. Well, tell us about it. Speak on
Yes.
it, please.
So, the experts brought into my household back $1,148 per month in the form of an instant pay raise because I didn't know I was overpaying in taxes. And because I was able to do that, I was able to also get involved with the next level strategies to multiply whatever money I'm making with precious metals. I also was able to have a private reserve account and a diversified cash flow account to save money for my future and to purchase anything I would like to. And I'm also on target to pay off my car 2 years early, and I'll be paying it off in October of next year.
So, Miss
So,
Deborah, you telling me that that since you partner with us, our team of experts have put more money in your pocket, and now you was able to leverage and increase your lifestyle? Your
Yes,
life got better?
yes.
Right,
And
right.
because I shared it, they also pay me to share it.
Okay, okay. Now we're talking, and we're going to get into that. So, Miss Deborah, I'm gonna bring you down, and one of my business partners may bring you back up to start talking about how you sharing that information and what that's doing for you. So stick around for me if you don't mind.
Sure.
Right? So Miss Deborah was telling you the power of those experts, right? But I'm going to show you the power of the home-based business and why you want to have a home-based business. Now, our home-based business is an investment, right? It's a one-time investment of $100 to own your own business, right? And partnered with our membership, which is just $149 a month, you're paying $249 one time. And that's to have a business and to have a team of experts that's going to do all those things that Miss Deborah had done for her, and all the things that was done to those slides that I presented to you before with Marcella, Anita, and Don and Ruthie Rodriguez. But here's the power of the home-based business, because I know when I said it's $249 one time, some of you guys, you know, set back in your seat. But I want you to understand that this is an investment. And anytime you invest in something, you expect a rate of return on your investment. Now, that rate of return on that one time 249 is bringing on average our members about $2,000 a month. But here's reason why I said the answer is through the home-based business and it leverage everything out. Just look at it. You got over 475 different tax advantages. Miss Deborah says she got a pay raise, an instant pay raise. See, we're going to show you how to leverage uh, your job to get you a pay raise to reduce your taxable income. You have unlimited income. See, on your job, you got a glass ceiling. There's only so much money that you can make on your job, and there's so much time that they're going to give you to make that money. But with a home-based business, you get paid daily, monthly, weekly, quarterly. There's no glass ceiling. You can make as much money as you want. You can hire your kids. Did you know that? That's a strategy that wealthy people use. You can hire your kids. You're giving them the money anyway, right? See, with a home-based business, we have what we call anyway money. But the strategy is hire your kids and pay your kids. See, kids are expensive, right? We're getting ready to go into Christmas, and you're probably going to start buying all these gifts for your child. What if you paid your child and then bought the gifts from the child's bank account, the money that you paid your child? Because that money is now tax deductible. See, you got kids that are in sports, doing cheerleading, they're in band. Those things are expensive. What about if you just paid the child and pay for all those things out of the child bank account? And now you're teaching your children how to save money, how to become entrepreneurs, because now they're working. The best thing about having a home-based business, you work on your own time. So there's time freedom there for you to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and where you want to do it. See, Donna, Ruthie Rodriguez, out there in Puerto Rico, Cabo, St. Lucas, but they're working. As long as they can take their cell phone and their laptop, they can work anywhere, right? And still make money. We're having a legacy and lifestyle conversation because this is where you build your legacy in a home-based business. See, there's tons of advantage of having a home-based business. And once you understand the advantage of having a home-based business, hey, your life will truly never be the same. I promise you that. Now, let's talk about these experts for $149 a month. That's included with your business. So this is your overhead for your business. And let me just say this. The 149 is tax deductible. So if you can write off the 149 and have a business that's your only overhead, then that actually makes your business free. You're going to get it back. Now, here's what the experts has done for our organization as a whole. We have reduced taxes by 144 million a year. That's a lot of money. 144 million a year. We have eliminated debt by 2.3 billion with a B. And I said eliminate. That means get rid of. See, the average member will eliminate about $64,000 worth of debt. The average member, average $64,000 of debt per person. We have lowered our bills by almost $100 million a year. Lowering the bills, people are getting the same service that they were getting before, but they paying a lot less for it. That's why I say that this is an investment. You invest 149 on average, you bringing in 2,000 a month back into your pocket. That's the power of income shifting, right? And the one of the best things about what our experts do, they restore your credit, because we know that cash is king, but credit is what rules the kingdom. And see, when your credit scores go up, your interest rates and your premium actually comes down. And do what for you? It puts more money back into your pocket. More money back into your pocket. So I want to bring up a young lady, because everything that I talked about so far was about shifting your mindset, right? And shifting the money from the entities that's taking it away from you back into your pocket. And I talked about how that our membership is going to shift more of your money back into your pocket. But with the concept of simple, we got to talk about that I, and that's increase. So I like to bring up this young lady, and she knows everything about increasing some money. You know, this girl is on fire. As y'all can see, her hair is red. She's dressed in red because she's on fire, and she's got a smile that's just out of this world. Sonia, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Mr. Charles. How are you?
Hey, I am better than amazing, because I get excited when I can go out and help people, understand this concept. We've been in the dark way too long. And I know this is a bright light for some people, and they're going to cover their eyes and hide from the light. But Sonia, when you got into this business, when you got into those experts, before you get into it, man, what did it actually do for you?
Oh my gosh, Mr. Charles, it literally changed my life as well as my family's life. I mean, it has taken us, oh my gosh, where do I start? It increased our credit. It brought back $1,000 in our household per month. Let me just emphasize per month into our home. It reduced our bills. I mean, just Verizon alone, Mr. Charles, took out $240. So it's truly been a blessing. But the one part that I truly love is that it has shaved off 21 years and 8 months from our mortgage. So in less than 5 years, we will be totally debt free. And then let's not talk about the residual that come in every single month. So listen, I can go on because I'm like you. I'm excited because I know what it has done for not only me, but for my family and for, my friends like you and Miss Cookie and the rest of MWR. So yeah, just super excited.
Hey, well, let me get out of your way, right? Because I'm excited for you, and I know we had this conversation before about buying cars. So we need money to do that. So I'm gonna let you speak on how people can increase to get more money.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Charles, for showing us the S in simple. And now, y'all, let's talk about this I in simple, right? The I stands for increase. Now, listen, I don't know about you, but when I hear the word increase, y'all go ahead and just type that in the chat. I instantly get excited because I think about increasing not only my finances, but learning how to really create generational wealth, right? Listen, the one great thing about what we do, this business, is that you don't have to beg anyone, right? Because the business is all about you. It's your credit, your debt, your taxes, your investments. Yes, it is literally all about you. So if you want to remain in debt, overpay your taxes, keep your low credit score, and not invest for the future, then by all means, please remain where you are, because this information, along with the tools that we share for those who truly want to make a difference and a change and is tired of being sick and tired. How many of us are tired of being sick and tired? Go ahead, type it in the chat. Well, listen, because you are working, if you are working paycheck to paycheck, you don't have to. You do not have to remain in that state. Why? Because when you know better, you do better where you're supposed to. So guess what? Showing you this presentation, this information with all the tools is the actual do better. But again, we don't have no pumping or priming. It's solely up to you. So go ahead and write this down. We're not trying to get you in something. We're actually trying to get you out of something. So y'all go ahead and just make that note, okay? So listen, this is how we're trying to get you out of something, right? By showing you the daily and weekly bonuses. Now, this is the power of having a home-based business. The first thing that we're going to do is get you your money back, right? Everyone that you sponsor in the business, the company will give you $50, right? So you sponsor 3 people, guess what? Whether they're for the services or whether they're for the membership, you get $50. That's $150. That's your membership right there. Hands down. That is your membership. I like to say sharing is caring, and guess what? We pay. As Deborah spoke earlier, we pay you, right? Now listen, this momentum bonuses, the 150, the 450, and the 900, this is in 30, 60, and 90 days. Now, some of us can do it in 30 days. I say, for instance, Miss Diana Townsend, she did it in 30 days. Now, success loves speed, as we all know. And as I said earlier, MWR will literally pay you for your speed, right? All right, so let's go to this next slide. Oh, there we go. Okay, now when your organization grows to 12, you are starting to earn $600 a month. So, statistically, it says that when you earn 500, then that will help you to get out of debt. So imagine earning $600. How many people will $600 help? Go ahead, type it in the chat. Now, this makes you eligible to earn the $300 a week, as you see, for the performance bonuses, right? You can potentially earn up to $1,200 a week just for sharing the videos. Remember what I said, sharing is caring and it pays, right? All right, so now this is the slide that I absolutely love because it will literally bring you to your knees, really, once you fully understand it. Once you are a 3-star, you are earning these new bonuses every single day. Now, look at this slide. Right. And I know it can be a little overwhelming, but this is what my mentor earns in a day. Yes, I said it. We have infinity leadership bonuses from 10 to 150 per day, plus your daily guarantee from 150 to $450 a month. But y'all just take a look at this, right? In one day, he is earning what? $30, $30, $30, $50, $100. Daily guarantee is $1,000. Y'all, this is a real snapshot of what our mentor is earning. Yes, in a day. This is more than he made what in a year, in a month with a Morehouse education. So This is mind blowing, even for me. I was super, super excited because all he did was share this opportunity. So, listen, as my mentor would say, consistency is the cheat code to success. So, let's move to the next slide. Now, as an executive, you can earn from 150 to 450. I'm sorry, 4,500 per month. Now, just take a moment, right? What can you do with that, right? You can pay your mortgage, you can invest, you can pay your car note, and more than anything, you can pay off some debt. How many of us would like to pay off some debt? Go ahead, type it in the chat. Type it in the chat because I know I'm one as well. So, as a regional, you are able to earn from $6,000 to $30,000 per month. Just let that soak in. Just let that soak in. Listen, $6,000. We're not even talking about the 30,000. Just the six. How that is a life changer in itself. You can buy a luxury vehicle, as Mr. Charles and Miss Cookie just bought them some new vehicles. OMG. Listen, you can pay off some student loans. You can even send your kids to private school. Ask Mr. Charles. You can build your dream home like Marcella and Miss Anita earlier that Mr. Charles showed you their slide. And you can even take some dream vacations. I know I want to go to Dubai. What's your dream vacation? Go ahead and just type it in the chat. Now listen, this next slide is not for the weak at heart, right? This next slide is for the presidentials, right? Now you're on the national level. Now, what could you do with $45,000 to $450,000? Ooh, child, listen, y'all. Look, I would not be on this Zoom. I'm just being honest. I will not be on this Zoom. But you can fly in a private jet. You can truly create generational wealth. How many of us, I mean, I know that we talk about it all the time, but how many of us truly want to create generational wealth? Go ahead, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. You can purchase a supercar. Look, like the one on your screen. You can take a yacht and just travel around the world. But more importantly, you can just start a family endowment. This is what the wealthy do with their money. This is how they create that generational wealth. Listen, y'all, go ahead and just put that in the chat about that $45,000. We ain't even talking about the $450,000. Just what can you do with that amount of money? And I'm saying per month. This is not per year. This is per month. But this is what a home-based business can do for you. So listen, I know I said a mouthful, and I know you probably left speechless with those amounts that I just showed you. Well, if you are, just hold on a second, okay? Because listen, I'm just so excited that we are with a company where our income is not limited. The sky is the limit of how much money you can make. So now you've heard how we can shift your money, how we can help you to increase your money. So now let's go ahead and learn how to multiply, protect, and leverage everything. I have the perfect person to showcase the M.P.L.E for you in simple. Listen, she is the epitome of how it works and how she was able to take this simple, no pun intended, approach and transform her life. So without further ado, let's welcome Miss Gail Andrews to the stage.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
You know, I'm
Loud and
always
clear.
playing with that mute button. So, guys, can we just take a minute to drop in the chat a big thank you to Charles and Sonia for those powerful insights that they gave us on shifting and increasing our money that were not just concepts, but they actually created that foundation that we all need to be in total control of our financial journey. So, a big thank you to you guys. And like Sonia said, now we're going to move on to the M in simple. Our simple approach to wealth, which is all about making sure that all those assets that we worked so hard for, and give me 1 second because I need to plug up my laptop before it dies. So yeah, should have did that before, but I didn't. So this is live. Deal with it. So yeah, okay, we're all set. So yeah, we want to make sure that those assets are that we acquired and we worked so hard to get are also working for us, right? So we want to, and that's the multiply. And when I say assets, I'm not necessarily talking about stocks and bonds, but like Clovell here on the slide, he uses program to acquire land and actual silver bars. Like just imagine having the chance to hold your wealth in your hand or to see it represented in very tangible ways like land, real estate. And we also have a smorgasbord of ways to grow your money, everything from a diversified cash flow account, a private reserve account. We have land banking, precious metals, and it's all up to you. Whatever works for you, use one or use all of them. It doesn't matter. So then we are going to, after we start multiplying our assets, we need the P in simple, which is to protect them. Because what sense does it make to build something valuable if we're not actively ensuring that it's going to last, right? Just like Oprah, the Rothschilds, and all these guys in the slide, they already know that the key to long term financial security isn't just about making money, but it's about protecting it. These assets or our assets aren't they aren't in their personal names. Like they use foundations and trusts and they safeguard it in other legal structures, which is exactly the strategies that our program uses through a complex trust, which is written under the English common law. And that's not, they say common sense isn't always common practice. And so we use the English common law to create a trust that will supersede statutory laws and federal laws so that when you have a will and you don't want to end up in probate or in probate court, you will have this trust fund that will not only leave you a legacy, but it will protect all of your assets. And so, just like everything else, our company is going to handle everything and they'll set up that protection for you. And of course, guys, all of this, including the multiplying and the protecting, it starts with the mindset. And Charles talked about that a little bit. And it's the mindset of not just believing that wealth is for each of us, no matter who we are or where we started. We have to dream big or dream again, as Brian would say, and believe in the possibility because if your mindset is right, there's honestly no limit to what you can achieve. And over here in EDM, we don't let our income limit our dreams. And this program shows you how to make those dreams a lifestyle, as you saw in some of the previous slides. And I just want to take a couple more examples of what lifestyle can look like and how those dreams get realized. So Mr. Charles Gerald Parker, he dreamed of a home away from home. And so he had it built. This is his dream home. And I'm going to fly through these. And Trevor and I'm sorry, Christy, did I go too fast? Yep, I skipped over Trevor and Shirley, who also had a dream home in mind, and they purchased it. So where Gerald had his built, Shirley and Trevor, they purchased their dream home. And then Christy, her dream was to be able to pay all of her mom's bills. And that's exactly what she did with that 5-figure income that she has. She's paying all of her mom's bills. So can you imagine just getting paid or getting whatever kind of income you get and being able to do whatever you want to do with it because you have no bills? Yeah, that's just next level dreaming. So we also have our girl Shaina, who dreamed of owning a home designed by Martha Stewart in a very specific subdivision that she stalked. No, she drove by a few years ago, and now she actually lives there. And I'll just say there's a little room in the West Wing that's mine. So yeah, it's a beautiful mansion. And you just heard from our host with the most, Mr. Charles and Cookie Ivory. They dreamed of a second home with a pool next to a lake. So 6,000 square feet later, they built it. And that's along with their complex, their businesses. They just have a whole mountain of assets that they are working with. So, guys, each of these stories is a reminder that wealth is about experiences, security, and the legacy that means something to you because everybody's dream is different. And for me, actually, it was to travel the world. That's what I wanted to do. And going to Australia last year, that's exactly what I did. Visited all 7 continents. And yeah, it's all about your dream. So, what's your dream? Just drop it in the chat for me. Think about it because this journey, this program that we're all talking about is helping you realize that dream. So, lastly, but of course not least, I'd like to take a moment to recognize Brian Bean. He is the founder of our team, Extra Digit Movement, or as we like to call him, the G-Tote, the greatest trainer of all time because he breaks complex issues down or trainings and strategies down and makes them simple, but he doesn't just teach strategies, he leads by example, as you can see here. He shows us how to apply what we learn. So, of course, he was the first residual millionaire ring earner on the team and is currently the highest income earner in the entire company. This is him standing next to a gorgeous lake on his 23 acres of land, known as Bean Acres, which you may have seen on TV shows actually or commercials because they do all of that there. And the little inset on the bottom right is a picture of an international asset he acquired in Dubai. Sonia mentioned she wanted to live in Dubai. Well, she can go stay at Brian's place. So, Brian currently also has a project underway at Bean Acres to build another asset, his very own amphitheater. This is going to be nuts. And so that's all the construction that they're doing to get ready for it. These are the architectural blueprints, I think is what it's called. And yeah, so he's leading by example. His son is the recipient of his trust fund. He has amassed vintage cars, precious metals, and various forms of real estate, just to name a few. So, if you're not going to do what he says as your trainer, just do what he does because he has, again, led by example. And I'm going to wrap it up with the LE in simple, which stands for leverage everything. And you're in business by yourself, for yourself. You've heard this before, but you're certainly not in business by yourself. We have Zooms like this one, leaders that you can leverage. We have retreats, we have online tools, testimonials, and the experts that Charles talked about, trainings. Oh, thank you, Shaina, for the slide. And we have trainings, and more trainings, which is a great segue to our upcoming training, a virtual Game Changer ATL. And if you've been there, it's November 16th and 17th. You just have to go to GameChangerATL.com, get registered, and you're going to receive all of the ammunition that you need to take your business to the next level from the comfort of your own home. Guys, you don't want to miss this Game Changer. The live ones are popping. The virtual ones are the same. This will give you everything you need to succeed. And Brian will personally show you how to get to the next level. So that's it, guys. That's a simple approach to wealth, S-I-M-P-L-E. And I want to thank all of you for your time while we share the power of I share the power of multiply, protect, and leverage everything. And now I'm going to turn it back over to our amazing leader and another example of someone who embodies this journey. He leads by example, Mr. Charles Ivory.
Well, thank you, Miss Gail and Sonia, for sharing this platform with me, man. Y'all are so peaceful. I mean, I love your energy. Thank you so much. And like I told everybody, we have a simple concept, right? So if you missed it, because I know we tried to leverage everything out with that home-based business, and I know some of you guys are probably saying, okay, what's the business? Well, you guys just seen it. You're looking at it. It's the power of sharing this information with other people. And one of the things that we're going to leverage is we're going to leverage each other. See, you ain't got to go out there and be the expert and talk about this stuff. You know, it's real simple. All you're going to do is expose it. Hey, we're going to execute. I mean, the company is going to execute, and we're going to educate, and that's what we're here to do. So expose, educate, and execute. That's it. It's just that simple, guys. So we normally talk to two different types of people, right? We talk to people that just want the membership. And if you want the membership, that's fine. You get a team of experts for $149 a month. You don't have to share the information with other people. You just get to leverage the experts, and they're going to help you reduce your taxes, lower your bills, eliminate your debt. They're going to restore your credit. You get to get involved with some of those next level strategy that Ms. Gail was talking to you about, with multiplying your money with the diversified cash flow account, private reserve, precious metals. You get to protect it all with the trust. That's what the membership is all about, right? The membership is to put you in a better financial situation than what you're in now. And you got a team of experts that's helping you do it. You're not by yourself, just as Gail said. Now, the other person that we're talking to is the one that want all the money, right? All the money. So remember, for a one-time upgrade fee of $100, that brings your total to $249. The upgrade plus the membership, and you only pay that $100 one time. Now you get the opportunity to share the information like Miss Sonia was sharing with you, with that amazing compensation plan. Can you imagine that? I can tell you this, after being in this business for 5 years, do you know after 8 months, I became $1 million residual ring club earner, just like my mentor, Brian Bean, and I was able to retire full time, right? Full time. So that's what happens when you take all the money. And all you got to do is just share the information with others, invite them to a Zoom just like this. Hundreds of people are watching this now, but thousands going to see it within a week or two, right? So we're leveraging this platform. So get with the person that brought you to this Zoom, right? To this platform right here. And just let them know if you want some of the money, $149, or you want all the money, $249. You can't go wrong either way. Whichever one you choose, it doesn't matter to us. We accept everybody. Like Ms. Gail said, you'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Hey, don't forget about that training, Game Changer, ATL. Hey, it's an amazing event. I want to really, really reiterate that. And sign up and then come back here within 15 minutes. I say about 9:30, and we're going to get in and dive into some training for all the new people that just came on board, right? So if you're new, come back in 15 minutes, same place, same station. And once you sign up, hey, leverage this same call next week. We're going to be doing this again. We're going to be talking about this again next Wednesday, same time, same channel. So my name is Charles Ivory. They call me the Waymaker, and it was a pleasure, ladies, sharing this platform with you. Thank you so much, Sonia. Thank you so much, Gail, for helping me out here. You know, I get excited, I get tongue tied, you know, but hey, this is very exciting. Thank you, ladies. And for all of you that are going to partner with us, we'll see you back here in 15 minutes. So, like I say, be great on purpose.
Are we live?
I don't know about live. Are we?
Yep, we're live.
Oh,
No pressure. Okay, guys. Well, welcome back. Hopefully, you were with us at the presentation and had some guests on, some prospects as well. And now we're just going to take a little while to, once you sign up, once you enroll, it's like, okay, now what do I do? Like I said, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we're going to hold your hand and we're going to tell you exactly what to do next because we want everybody to be successful. So these are the 4 steps that you need to take that will get you to 4 figures per month. And Sonia had all of us excited about that compensation plan. So now we're going to show what you have to do. So the first thing you do is you want to stay in communication and know everything that's going on. So you want to join the EDM Telegram group and the school community. So those are 2 different things. Those are apps. You want to download them. You want to make sure you join them and you want to turn your notifications on because we talked about the virtual game changer, these trainings, presentations, any ad hoc training or anything else. All of that information will be in the Telegram group and in the school community. Make sure your team does it, you do it. You want to lead by example like Brian does. So that will be the first thing you want to do. Join those 2 groups and stay. And I just want to make sure I am not missing anything because I can't really see under this slide. But yeah, so and make sure you always go to the extradigitmovement.com because that's like our mothership. And there's in the little hamburger on the top right, you click on that and it has members home. So that's where you go to get all of the information. There are documents, there are tools, everything you need is there. So first step, join these 2 apps to make sure you stay in constant contact with everything that's going on EDM. Then you want to make sure you visit mwrpromos.com and create a banner for your new members. We sometimes have friendly competition. We have contests where, we divide the teams up depending on where you are, the geography, and the person that gets the most members at a certain time. There are different qualifications, but you win prizes and you get recognized. So make sure you create a banner for all of your new members and you post them in those groups that I just talked about, on the school app and in Telegram. And Telegram is there are different groups on Telegram, so you'll learn more about which groups you are to join. But yeah, those 2 things, and mwrpromos.com to create those banners. Next, we want to make sure we get that money that Sonia was talking about. So we want to connect our e-wallet to our checking account. And that gets you paid. That gets you your money. Once you enroll, once you join and become a member, MWR is automatically going to send you an email with step-by-step instructions on what you have to do to get trained, to connect this wallet, and any other pertinent information once you join will be in that email. So make sure you look out for that email from MWR. Take the steps to connect this e-wallet to your checking account. Sonia talked about how success loves speed. So if you're making money quickly, you want to make sure that money ends up in your checking account. So this is a critical step to make sure you get paid and you get your money. Email from MWR, that's what you're looking for. And go back and look at this again if I'm talking too quickly and you're not able to keep up and you're taking notes. And finally, we want you to print the document on the extradigitmovement.com website. That's 4 steps to 4 figures. Like I said, extradigitmovement.com is our mothership. It's our hub. You go to the members home section and it has all the tools. It has all the documents, but this is the one that you're going to start with. You're going to get connected to those apps to stay, to communicate, get all the communication that comes through EDM. You're going to connect your wallet. You're going to print this document. So that's it, guys. Those are the first 4 things we want to do. That's crucial. I've signed up. Now what do I do? That's what you do. So I'm going to hand it off to Charles, who is going to give you a little more insight on actually growing your business. What I just told you is for you. Now it's about growing your team. So Charles, take it away. And you're on mute, Charles. All those gems we can't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to talk about now is those 4 figures. How do we get to the 4 figures a month? Well, we have a funnel, right? And before I tell you the bottom half of the funnel, I'm gonna let Sonia talk about the top half of the funnel. And see, when you have a funnel and you work from top and bottom and you come to the middle, in the middle is where you should pop out that 3-star executive director, where you can start making that 4 figures a month that Sonia was talking about during the presentation. So Sonia, I'm gonna go ahead on and let you talk about what we need to do first, and then after that, I'll bring it up from the bottom up.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Mr. Charles. So listen, I know that Gail just went over what you do. As you can see, I have my sheet printed out. So make sure that you do what Gail just mentioned. Go and print this out, because this is how you will complete your triple double, right? By printing out the 4 steps to 4 figures per month sheet. All right. Once you do that, you will sponsor 3 people by having 2 LLCs. And we all know what that means, right? Lifestyle and legacy conversations. And the reason why you want to print this sheet out is because oftentimes when new members sign up, we're so excited and we just give a website name. And then when it's time for us to log on to our back office, we're like, what name did I put? I don't remember my name. So this sheet will help you just write it out. Write out whatever your website name is, because as a sponsor, I would know because I don't write it out. So make sure that you write it out on this sheet. Okay. And so then now, the brains behind all this, Miss Shaina and Brian, has already made life easy for you, right? When you start a new job, you're like so excited. You don't know what to do and how to move, what to say. Well, guess what? The guesswork is out of it. No need for it. That's why you print this sheet out, because step 1 of the top of the funnel is question and edification, right? It has some examples for you. You can ask someone, have you heard of S.I.M.P.L.E, right? Shift, increase, multiply, protect, leverage, everything. Have you heard of the wealth worksheet? Have you heard of extra digit movement? Now, I don't care how many times you ask those questions. Oftentimes, you're going to hear no, right? Well, this is the time that you can place them on this sizzle call. Place the prospect, you tie them in to the sizzle call. The number is listed, 720-708-1296. Now, it's very important. Do not give them the number and say, hey, call this number and then I'm going to call you back. Oftentimes, let's just be honest, they're not going to call. And then you find yourself calling them to ask if they actually listen to the sizzle call. Well, it keeps the guesswork out of it. By you tying them into this 3-way call, now you're able to actually listen in and hear that they listen to, and it's just 2 minutes, y'all. It's not like it's 5 minutes long. It's just 2 minutes. Now, once they have listened to this call, it's very important that you start this edification process, right? Edify your upline, edify whomever that you're going to place them or connect them to. Okay. And again, we keep the guesswork out of it. Once you go to step 2, the connection phase, I tell people just copy and paste. You ain't got to think about it. You ain't got to be like, well, what do I say? Just say Mr. and Mrs. I'm going to just say Mr. Charles, right? I have John Doe in this text thread with us. He has seen the video or listened to the sizzle call, right? Do you have a 5-minute Q&A slot available? Once you tie them into this 3-way text thread, don't respond. I don't need for you to be like, Mr. Charles, nothing. No, that's why you tied them into this 3-way chat. Let the expert take it over from there. No need to be blowing up their phone or anything. Just let them do the work. And so the decision and the invitation is for the upline. They're going to take it over for you, do everything for you, so you will not have to worry about it. Okay. And again, everything is on this sheet. Please print it out, y'all. They created a blueprint for us to follow. And when I say they created this, like it is step by step. You will not go wrong if you follow this sheet. Okay, Mr. Charles, back in your lane. Can't hear you. Mr. Charles, you're on mute.
I got you. I be trying to have this noise discipline. Okay. Well, thank you, Sonia, for giving us those next 4 steps. And see what I like about this simple structure to 4 figures is the framework. See, Gail gave you 4 things to do to start off with. And then Sonia gave you another 4 steps to do to get started. See, it's real simple. And I'm gonna give you the next 4 things to do when you're new. And it's real easy because when you're new, just be new. It's okay. Just be new. But here's what you gotta do, right? You gotta create your story. In other words, you gotta be a product of the product. So the next 4 steps is creating your story, and I'm gonna tell you how to do that. So when you create your story, what you're doing is you're uploading your documents to those experts. Remember, the experts is going to do all the work, but they need some help from you, right? They need you to upload those pay stubs. They need you to upload your tax returns. You know, they need to upload your bills. If you want them to shred your bills, they need to know what they are, right? If you're in debt, you need to get out of debt. They need to know what type of debt you have so they can build you a debt elimination plan that will speed up that process for you to eliminate it. You know, you need your credit score raised. Hey, we gotta, upload your documents. So the first thing we gotta do in building your story, we have to create it. And that's the first step, is getting those documentations to the experts so they can start working for you. Now, once you do that, we got to document our story. When we start getting those results coming in, we got to document that. And here's how you document it. If you turned in those pay stubs and you got that instant pay raise, you need to take a screenshot of what it was before and what it is now. See, you can block out the important information. What we need to see is how much taxes you was paid before MWR and how much they reduced it, right? We need to see that. We need to know the before and after of what your credit score was. You know, my granddaughter, she has the best story, I think, in the history of MWR. She went from 356. Now, 356 is kind of embarrassing, and you don't want to tell anybody that. But you're proud to say that once it goes from 356 to 763, it jumped from 356 to 763. She's proud to say, hey, I started off at 356 because why? Because she's now at a 763. So document your story. You know, you want to be able to show the proof is in the pudding. and let people know what these experts has done for you. If you got yourself out of debt, hey, you need to know how much debt you were in and then show them how you got out of debt. If you look at my journey, I was in $80,000 worth of credit card debt. Yeah, it was kind of embarrassing to be that far in debt, but once I became debt free, I didn't mind telling that story. Documentation beats conversation, right? So after you document your story, you need to share it. You need to tell your story, right? But you need to share it first. And what I mean by sharing it, you got to put it on our EDM Telegram group. All those platforms that Gail was talking about that you have to join. You got to share it, right? Put it on our MWR Facebook page. That's where my story is really documented, on the MWR Facebook page. My whole journey with MWR is on that page. Share it with your upline, because there's all kinds of stories. There's your upline story, there's your downline story, and there's your story. We need to share these stories, right? Because facts tell, but stories sell, right? We got to share the stories. Go to the EDM website, fill out that intake form, put it in that school community so other people that's in the community can also share your story. See, when you share your story, you putting it out there, right? And then you want to tell your story. What I mean by telling your story? Well, you tell your story on a platform like this. We just had a presentation. We brought up Miss Deborah. She shared her story. She told her story. Now, when you tell it on a Zoom or a platform like StreamYard, a few people see it that day, but thousands of people see it later. Now, your business is out to the world. Now, everybody knows what didn't happen to you, and everybody now has a better insight of what this company can do for you. Now, if you take Sonia's portion of the funnel and you take my portion of the funnel and you collapse it in the middle, man, that's where the four figures are made. If you do it correctly, people should start joining your business. They should start partnering with you. And like Sonia says, if you go to the EDM website under documentations, you can print all this stuff out. But most importantly, you should be filling out these sheets right here. This is your roadmap. This is what's going to get you to those four figures, by filling this out. Now, you're not going to be able to do that by memory. So you need to put pen to paper and fill it out. And it takes 3 of those sheets to get to 36. Once you get to 36 people on your team, whether they're customers or business partners, right? You're going to be at $50 a day, which is $1,500 a month. You're now in what we call the Comma Club, right? So even this is very, very simple. Why? Because we have a blueprint. We tell you exactly what to do and how to do it, and even when to do it. Because if you're new, the first thing you got to do, you gotta start your business by launching it, whether it's with a Zoom or an in-home meeting. So get with your upline. Let's get some dates on the calendar. You want to do what we call a triple double, right? This is what we call a triple double. You want to get 2 Zoom meetings. You want to get 2 in-home meetings, and it's a triple double. So help me out, Sonny. What's the other double we want to do? It just slipped my mind. Okay, we're gonna do 2 in-homes. We're gonna do 2 Zooms, and say.
Sorry about that. I was on mute. I was talking, but I was on mute. So yeah, so to complete your triple double, you sponsor 3 people by having 2 LLCs.
There you go. That's the triple double, man. See, I'm getting brain fog here. That's why you ladies are here. That's why we work well as a team. So that's the 4 steps to getting the 4 figures a month, right? There are 4 simple things that you got to do. You just got to break them all down. Right. So that's it. Get with your upline if you have any questions. Now, again, we're going to be doing this again next week. So I'm inviting everybody out because I know that you're going to take this stuff to heart and you're going to go out there and you're going to build your business and you're going to bring new people in the business. And then you just bring them back to us. We're going to do another presentation and we're going to do another training next week. Same time, same station. Thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure, sharing this training and the presentations with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charles. Thanks
And
so
y'all
much.
have a good night.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
too.
Good night.
Bye.